One time this guy came in with a party of 3. It was him, his wife, and a little baby. So he comes in, asks for a table. I said, okay, no problem. It'll be about 15-minute wait. And he's like, a wait for what? And so I said, well, for a table of 3. So he was like, but there's only 3 of us. So I said, I know, it's still about a 15-minute wait. So he takes the baby. The baby was in a carrier. He takes the baby and goes to the edge of the dining room. And he's like, but I see a table there, and no, look, there. So I say, oh, I know, but that section is specifically reserved for people that want to come out now without eating and being served until about 4 o'clock when that section opens. But just keep in mind, it might extend your wait time from 15 minutes till about 4 hours. If you're fine with that, you can go ahead and sit there. So he narrows his eyes. So I open my eyes because I get off at 6. I got time, right? So he's like, so that was 10 minutes, right? So I said, no, it was 15 minutes. And so he goes back, he sits down. So we get him a table at exactly 15 minutes, which probably could have been 9, but you were being an asshole, so I made you wait. So we get him down, whatever. He sits down, they start their service or whatever, and he's just being an asshole throughout the entire service. You can tell that he had big alpha energy, right? Just used to getting his way all the time. Just being a jerk, but nothing too major. So after a while, I'm walking through the dining room, and he's like, I don't know what your server's doing, but they're taking too long to process the check. I'm ready to leave. So I'm like, all right, no problem. I'll take care of him. So before I leave, I asked her, I said, hey, I just wanted to make sure that everything was okay, that you enjoyed everything. Did you need anything else before I go ahead and drop the check for you? He says to me, without even allowing her to speak, and it's like, I don't even know what you're asking her for. She ain't the one paying. So I don't even look back at him. I said, you sure that there's nothing else that you need? You sure you're okay to her? And she's like, yeah, I'm fine. So I go process the check. So I come back, drop the check. And he's like, oh, I forgot to tell you, you can put the officer discount on it. So I look at him. He's in plain clothes. I say, so we do offer that discount. Unfortunately, you have to be in uniform in order for me to be able to put it on a check for you. So he's like, nah. I ain't trying to hear that. I got it before. You can go ahead and put it on there. So I'm like, yeah, no. You have to be in uniform. In order for you to receive the discount for the officers, for any type of law enforcement, you have to be in uniform in order for me to put it on there. He says, I just told you that they put it on there before for me. So I said, okay. I said, were you in uniform? He said, no. I said, well, I'm not sure who did it. They weren't supposed to, but I won't be honoring it today. And so he goes, you're serious? And I was like, yeah. He was like, what I gotta do? I gotta show you a picture or something? So I'm like, no, you don't have to do any of that. And so she then pipes up and she was like, why don't you just give her your card? Whatever, right? So I say, no. I said, you don't have to do any of that. He was like, nah. Let me show you. This mother effer goes in his wallet, pulls out a card, slams it on the table, and was like, there you go. Is that good enough for you? I look at the card. It has his name on there. It says Alliance Security, Head of Security. So I say, sir, the discount only applies to law enforcement officers, not security officers. Unfortunately, you don't fall under that umbrella. And he goes, but an officer is an officer, is it not? So I say, no, it's not. He gonna say, yeah, you must just not know what you're doing. I'll be back tomorrow for my discount to talk to somebody else. Do what you gotta do, Day Day.